college yesterday, NHL today. It's quite a turnaround for Clayton, eh?
Yeah, it's probably been a whirlwind couple days for him. Played 2 overtime games, and then the next day he's moved on. So probably exciting time for him. A little more exciting coming into his hometown, playing here. So hopefully gets the fatigue out of him today, gets a good rest tonight, and he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
He will make his debut tomorrow?
We'll see. We'll evaluate everything from today, but I mean that's the hope is he's ready to go tomorrow.
Tip, what are the expectations for Clayton, and how important was it to get him in for, if you will, an orientation at the end of the season?
Well, I just speak from personal experience. When I first came to the NHL, I played 17 games at the end of 1 year after the Olympics, and I remember looking back and thinking how much that helped me going to training camp the next year. You just know how everything's done. You know the training staff. You come in and you concentrate on hockey. So I think it's good for him to get in this year and just get a little bit of a taste of it. I think he's going to find out how hard it really is to play in this league. And young players, they're all the way through like that. They're always top young players, and when you get to this league, it's all the top players in the world. It's not just a few of them. So it'll be a real challenge for him. He's a real keen kid. His skill level is off the charts. So I'm interested to see where he can get to.
I saw the USA guys after practice kind of hanging out together. He's out there with Christian Fischer. I know there's a similarity or a familiarity there, I should say, and some of the other guys. So he comes in knowing some of the players already.
Yeah. Well, he was at rookie camp in the summer too. So it's not as if he's coming in blind, but there is some people that he knows personally, and a lot of times that helps. Go into a situation, it helps you to just integrate a little quicker, and you don't feel like you're. When you don't know anybody, you're kind of trying to get to know people. At least you know some people, and he looked comfortable out there on the ice. He moved the puck well, so we'll see.
Was this the plan always, Dave, once he finished this season to get him in here? Or obviously if they would have kept playing, the timing might not have worked out, but what did you think?
I think the plan was to see how we played this year, see how we played and see how his game developed, and, he felt like and we felt like he was ready to turn pro, then that would be the case. So he's had a very good year. He got through an injury kind of early in the year there, but between the way he played for BU and the way he played in the World Junior, he's a real good young player, so it's time for him to turn pro.
Was there a specific moment during the season when you thought he's ready for pro?
No, I don't. I think it's a compilation of the whole year. You see how he matures as a player, see how his fitness goes, he's a young player that still needs a lot of training, a lot of, so you see how he does against different competition. If you looked at the World Junior, that's top competition. He played very well.
Obviously now he's, turning pro, so do you think these last few games will help you decide where he best fits next season? Because obviously he could go to the AHL, or if he's ready for full-time NHL.
You'll get an idea of where he's at, but coming to training camp next year, there's no guarantee for anybody, right? There's those young players come in, they got to earn spots, and that'll just be the way it is.
How much do you expect to play him the rest of the way here? He's here the rest of the way. So.
Yeah, it depends how he plays.
From development camp till now, what have you seen, or how have you seen his game change?
Well, you see, as you play in levels higher and higher, and then you get into tournaments like the World Junior, you get they get in games that are very meaningful games. You see the maturity in their game, and sometimes when you're a high skill, best player on your team, you tend to the skill takes over, and it's just that's all you rely on. When you get in tight games, big games that are very meaningful, you got to manage the game with your skill set, and that's where you see the maturity in his game. Where there's times when he knows he has to make the right play, where there's probably times in his earlier career he would have tried to do something fancier or something, So there's just the ability to manage the game, the ability for skilled players to do what it takes to win the game. And you see the top skill guys in the league right now. Patrick Kane hasn't won championships just because he takes risks all the time. He makes really good plays, and he's a really good player. So those are things that young players have to learn, and we hope we have a good one in Clayton that continue to grow and learn. And the reality is we have to upgrade the skill level of our group all the way through it, and when you add players like that, that upgrades the skill level.
Is it fair to say that the World Junior Championships in December and January might have been a turning point for him?
Well, I think that's where you were able to judge the most maturity in his game, just because the games are so meaningful. Especially those games you get in there, a game against Canada or a game against Russia. Those are real meaningful games, and you really see, the character, the skill level of player in hard situations. So those are the best ones to evaluate from.
Dave, since it will be a clean slate for him at training camp, what do you need to see to know that he's NHL ready to be a regular on this roster next season?
We'll see. There's physical maturity, there's mental maturity. Just have the ability to play at this level. As simple as that.
On a lighter note, did you give it to him for beating your alma mater?
No, I haven't asked him about that yet. So. I asked him how the game with North Dakota was. He said they came after him really hard. So I said that's probably the way North Dakota was usually playing. But it was a good game. It was a really good game.
And get ready for that too, right?
Oh yeah, there's going to be. This is you're going to the best league in the world where there's some very big men that play very hard. So that'll be a good test for him.